conversion for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Harris running straight ahead. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Prescott off play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Hey, report. We change it. No, we change it. Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And a huge play that time. 54 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, report.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on second and long. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Hey, middle.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. They run again with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown! Najee Harris, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Barons have moved out in front.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
You change it. No, you change it. Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Hey.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A first down throw for Prescott. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They hand this off to Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Prescott from the gun. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Ravens 7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it. I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hey, report. And let him go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Sean Murphy-Bunting got him down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He will push his way down to about the 14. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The slot man in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Hey, middle.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run over center with Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the give, this is Harris. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man is Duvernay. And some room to work. Touchdown!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Maryland 44, Ravens 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Change it. Middle.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw is Prescott.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Barons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
31, Ravens 16.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, come on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
No, we change it. Hey, Ozzy, chill it.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Yeah. Middle. Report.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down and goal to go.
Middle. Hey, report.
Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman there to make the grab. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Barons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offense.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a give, running left is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Prescott. Escapes him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Here's Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
47.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Barons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. You never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He's brought down at the 16-yard line.
Hey, middle. You at X.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
2nd and 9.
Prescott now from the 50. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Yeah. Middle.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Report. Hey, report.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
13.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Cameron Curl.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
133 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll run again with Harris. Justin Jones there on the stop. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, Prescott.
That swung out wide to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott off play action. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing here, Prescott.
That one complete down the field to Smith. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Prescott's pass complete to Johnny Smith.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
46.
Prescott down. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Barons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take it.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.